Ahoy, Let's Watchers! It's me, your valiant Captain Vasco. In the last episode, we finished off the Hobgoblin, although it took a little bit more doing than I would like to admit. Though I guess I did just admit it. Anyway, let's not dally around. Yeah, sure, dally. That's a word that I want to use here. And let's jump right into Act 1 of Ultimate Spider-Man. Sound effect was just for you. So, upon further playing, I feel like overall, the Ultimate Spider-Man levels are probably my favorite in the game. I don't remember the third act of most of the levels as well.
What is that weird smell? Oh, right. Fresh air. Wish I could enjoy being out in the city, but that suit is throwing me. I feel dirty, and not in a fun let's go clubbing way. Okay, gotta focus. That magic rock is around here somewhere. And I just figured out where.
Electro.
If it isn't the spectacular spider smut.
Oh, dude, pants! No one wants to see your junk.
Keep laughing, punk. See what I found? What do you think happens if I use it?
Interest rates go down?
Yes. It's like my powers are totally unleashed. Now I can absorb all this energy. Energy without limit!
And yet, still no pants.
Yes, Ultimate Spider-Man takes objection to the fact that his nemesis might not be wearing pants.
I am so impressed. I've never seen anyone start a truck before.
Laugh it up, loser.
So, right off the bat,
Little versions of you?
you may notice that it's incredibly easy to kill these enemies that are being generated by Electro. This is a feature of the Ultimate Spider-Man levels. They're geared more towards, like, swarms of enemies. Like, most of the other levels, like Amazing 2099, they're sort of, you know, standard beat-em-up, like, it requires you to use your combos and such to really take care of the enemies. But here, in the Ultimate levels, you're usually dealing with larger quantities of much simpler to defeat enemies. I'm gonna go around and pick up some spider emblems. I think it's a common trait of all the Ultimate levels that they require a larger number of spider emblems in order to get the emblem collector challenge completed. So these are ones that you definitely want to keep an eye out for. Or am I missing one of these guys? Spider sense. Oh, he moved again, I guess. No? I see his, like, targeting laser, but I can't tell where he is. One of the annoying things about these electric enemies in this level is that they disappear and reappear, like, really rapidly. So sometimes you'll get up right close to one, and, like, just as you're gonna hit it, it, like, warps halfway across the screen. Here's another spider emblem just for me. So how's everybody doing? I imagine I'd be doing better if I wasn't being possessed by an evil symbiote. But you know, we all have our good days and our bad days. Things you don't actually want to do. Jump off a platform in this room. At least not in the way that I just did. Luckily for me, the cutscene will keep me from dying.
More people to save. All in a heroic day's work.
But yeah, you don't want to touch the floor of this room at all because, well, it's not so much a floor as it is a giant pool of electrified water. And I don't know if I was the only person who paid attention that day in class, but that's not so good for your health.
Spider-Man.
Giant pool of electrified water. Now, there's a lot of spider emblems and even a hidden spider in here. Yeah, there's a hidden spider. But you definitely want to focus on getting the 4 civilians safe first. Because the water will continue to fill the room, and if it floods higher than this platform I'm standing on now, where the workers work to open the door to the next area, then you will automatically lose and have to restart this section. it's not a huge inconvenience, but like it is actually pretty easy to lose the section if you let yourself get sidetracked by shinies.
Yeah, I'm on it.
So you definitely want to focus on the 4 guys first, and then you have enough time to pick up spider emblems around the room. Oh. Nope, none of that, please. Okay. Yeah, there are definitely sections of this level that sort of highlight some of the less effective aspects of the controls to this game. But I imagine I will touch on those in greater detail later on. So, we've completed our first challenge, which, as you may have guessed, was to save the 4 workers in that room. Let's take a quick look at the other challenges that we have open to us at the moment. Red Raid, clear the first red electric creature ambush in less than a minute, so we'll be swarmed by some red-colored electric creature. Every color of electric creature actually has its own attributes. They're not just palette swaps. They also have different character design, but each of them functions differently. The red ones are sort of like the swarmiest of them. You face them in large numbers, but they're really easy to kill. But if you don't kill them right away, they'll like explode into a surge of electricity that does a fair amount of damage. So now, next up is the Zippin' Zapper, which is to zip kick 20 perched electric creatures. There are plenty of those in the level, but there are a limited number, so you'll want to take them whenever you get a chance. Laser Cut is use green electric creatures to defeat 10 other creatures. They fire these lasers, and they're not particularly intelligent about avoiding their friends, so if you just sort of walk such that an enemy is between you and the laser guy, he'll kill it for you. It's actually kind of handy. Enraged is to kill 50 electric creatures during Rage Mode, which is one of the key features of Ultimate Spider-Man in this game. Anger Issues is to trigger Rage Mode once. It happens as a game event, so you can't really miss that one. Electruck is to evade the 3 electrified trucks on the dam as they charge towards you. Oh, that'll be fun. I don't know. Sometimes that's easy, sometimes it's hard. Depends a little on the situation. But that covers what we can look at right now. So let's go find some spider emblems in this room.
Good work.
Here's one. I may have missed one. There's a platform pretty low to the ground that has a spider emblem on it that gets flooded pretty quickly if you don't get it right away. And I'm pretty sure I didn't think to do that this time. So let's see. Yeah, one thing I always thought was weird about this level is, like, I'm just not sure how it is that Spider-Man came to be... Is that on the outside? Oh no, that's just in the room. Okay. Like, I just find it weird that Spider-Man shows up in the country, and up here's that hidden spider I mentioned before. But again, I'll figure out some way to tell you all about the hidden spiders at some point. I'm not going to worry about it in the levels, because it'll just give me a headache.
That hits the spot. Yeah, baby. Like that. Right there.
Ew! Do you and your generator, like, need some time alone?
Let's get this party started.
So, here we are at our first boss-like encounter with Electro already.
You're gonna get all...
And, one thing that my experience with the Hobgoblin last time taught me is that the triple heart attack combo is very effective for dealing large amounts of damage to bosses. Wow. Never seen him do this many that move in a row.
Spider-Man.
That was kind of weird, actually. Alright, let's zip over here, knock him off his thing, kick him a little.
We're really sparking off each
Now he's
other
gonna go
here.
back to the middle. But yeah, the third hit of that combo does an incredible amount of damage compared to most of your attacks. So it's really good if you just want to make quick work of a boss.
Let's make this more interesting.
More charging things, cool. Now we're back to the zip kick
Question.
game.
At what point did you say to yourself, naked glowy blue guy? That's a good look.
This time we need to do it twice. Every time he goes out and like hides on these smaller generators, he'll do it one more time than the last time. The first time he does it once, second time it happens he does it twice, and then the third time,
Me a
whoa,
favor and recharge my MP3
not a place I
bar?
want to be standing apparently. Ah, yeah, here's another one of his moves. Laser Beam. For some reason, he never starts aiming at you. I guess he hopes that you'll run into it, not paying attention to the fact that he's about to shoot a giant laser at you. What you got for me?
Let's go.
Up in the air?
In your
Oh,
face.
no, you just teleport punched or something.
Let's see what conducts electricity around here.
Oh, don't want to be here. It's about to get bad. Oh. Oh, he's doing that thing again. I'm really not used to seeing him, like, I usually see him do, like, one of this move and one of the one where he, like, charges purple lasers. And that's, like, usually it, until he hops out onto these smaller generators. Something important to note is that while he's on these smaller generators, you can't stand on the middle platform because it's totally just, like, covered in electrical charges. Very dangerous electrical charges. So if you stand on them, you'll just take a bunch of damage for no reason at all. So don't do that, is my advice to you. See, that's sort of an illustration of the teleporting nonsense of the electric creatures in this level. They all have a tendency to do that sort of thing.
We should
Where, like,
hang
you
out.
get up close to them
By hang out, I mean be in jail.
as though you're about to...
And by we, I mean you.
As though you get up close and you're about to hit them, and then they just, like, disappear and they're, like, behind you and, like, hit you with electricity or something. So, time for more laser time. This time it should be 3 beams, I think? And he'll probably just stand there. It's an interesting thing about Electro through this level, is that he has a tendency to, like, overdo his attacks. Like, he'll do, like, a big laser beam or something, and then he'll, like, have to recover from it. More so than most of the Spider-Man villains in this game. Wow, is he really not dead? I assumed that he was dead.
Princess.
There. All you needed was a kick to the face.
You think you're so hot, don't you?
Actually, now that you mention it,
Well, guess what, twerp? That's just one of the generators in this joint. And the more of them I drain, the stronger I'll get.
Alright, so we've got another challenge on our Web of Destiny completed. Blue Bomber, which, interestingly enough, was not visible from our first grouping, but is one of the first ones we have the ability to do, and that's simply to defeat Electro the first time. And having defeated a boss, albeit a small one, I think that's a good time to call it quits for today. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you come back to see more of Ultimate Spider-Man facing off against Electro in a power plant. Don't exactly have the advantage on this one, so let's see how that turns out. Later, everyone. Thanks for watching.